by the leadership of Food Not Bombs movement on the need for a national post-EndSARS reconstruction with the theme post-EndSARS, assessing impact, projecting solution towards building capacity for national reconstruction. And I start with the opening quotation of Martin Luther King Jr. that the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands at the time of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at the time of challenges and controversies. Consequent upon the unfortunate destruction of monuments, public and private properties due to the rudderless nature. Consequent upon the unfortunate destruction of monuments, public and private properties due to the rudderless nature of the agitation that gives room for hijack by hoodlums to digress the genuine intention of advocating for the reform of the Nigeria police system and disbandment of SARS, a unit alleged to have used extrajudicial measures in its discharge of duties, leading to indiscriminate killings of innocent alleged criminals. The Food Not Bombs, a movement resolved to echoing our voice to the quest of calming the nerves of the average Nigerian that is not in conformity with current economic hardship in the country, with a reminder that it is better to build a nation than to destroy it. While we are not unaware of capricious tendencies of destabilizing elements eating up the polity through misguided agitations to agitate for expected egalitarianism, we cannot equally sacrifice the sanctity of our national cohabitation on the altar of nihilist provocation against the government, while we are obligated to be patriotic to the sanctity of our nationality. We humbly acknowledge the role of the Inspector General of Police in managing the crisis, even in the face of provocation by aggrieved protesters, whose genuine intention was hijacked by hoodlums in the face of provocation, but not forced to use minimum force to disperse the rudderless crowd throughout the duration of the protest nationwide. Here are the people who will not be bamboozled by laws of the market that says only people that can afford to buy something can have it. Our slogan requires no complicated analysis. Those three words say it all. They point unerringly to the double challenge. 1, to feed immediately people who are without adequate food, and 2, to replace a system whose priorities are power and profit, with one meeting the needs of all human beings, providing food. In conformity with our onerous agenda to ensure that the world spends more in arming the nations to secure it, and our belief that we can actually spend less by feeding the nation, because an hungry man is an angry man. We can convene a forum where all discordant tunes can be addressed, all aggrieved parties attended to, and all misconceptions result towards procreating a Nigeria that will not only focus on the reconstruction of institutional, monumental, public and private properties destroyed during the misconstrued struggle for egalitarianism tagged EndSARS. We therefore call on the youth and the general public to desist from participating in rudderless arrangements not originated with structures and nomenclatures to synergize with the government and suggest means of reconstructing the polity already decapitated by the misconstrued EndSARS struggle. It is becoming unbecoming that while the unnecessary continuation of the protest, aggravated by divisive elements, permeates a massive setback due to simultaneous breach of security, destruction of both public and private properties, will procreate and aggravate the already tensed situation unless we all shed our swords. Allow the scenario to subside for national compartment and project a pragmatic synergy of ameliorating the wounds with the intent to move and progress as a nation. We are at a stage where taxpayers' monies are now required to pay for reconstruction instead of using the same fund for advancing our economy at a time when the nation needs youth synergy to rebuild instead of decimation emanating from orchestrated opprobrium against our national development. Police stations are now destroyed instead of renovated. Criminals are now on rampage due to the forceful prison breaks emanating from the EndSARS protests. Patrol vehicles are now destroyed and there are more criminals on our streets. Arms and ammunitions are carted away from the armory of our security system, reducing and decimating the energy that is required to expect and make sure that our security system is working. Personnel are killed and we are faced with the reality of not only reconstructing the police stations, we need to restock the armory. We need to reorganize and motivate our policing system, who are at their lowest morale at this problem, at a time when the nation requires their logistics most. We are indeed at a precipice when our ambience is required in supporting the government towards ensuring an egalitarian society that is cosmopolitan for all and sundry. And it is a collective responsibility because we need peace and not war. We need food and not bombs. The oneness of our nation is not negotiable. God bless Nigeria and God bless Nigerians.